Welcome to the TinMan-Metal YouTube channel. It's your boy Metal here, calling this live stream, and here we go. And here we go. What's up, folks? Got Tacticat up here, hanging out. Had a little bit of coffee. Doesn't really do much for me. A little bit of coffee. Went and decided I was going to record an episode of the podcast. Titled that, and here we go. Just the same. And figured I'd pop in here. I don't have a whole lot of time. Middle daughter is out doing wedding dress shopping this morning, and wife is with her. She gets home, then I'm making all this look presentable, and we are going down to my brother's house to spend time with him, hang out, have dinner, have some good wine, and I am looking at playing around with a brand new inbox Springfield Hellion. So I'm going to see what that's about, see if it's a good fit, and we'll see. We'll see what it's about, see if I fall in love with it, because it's one of those things. I'd like one. I've wanted a bullpup for quite a while. ACR and I were talking about this here for a while now, and I'm really, really like, I want to check this out to see how it fits me and my style, and try and do some mag changes, get familiar with the controls and stuff. And of all the boo pups, I'm really digging that Hellion a lot. So let me jump into the chat here real quick, catch up with y'all. Best way to start a Saturday morning. Yeah, started out with the coffee in the Lowe's bucket. That's gotten cold since I recorded the podcast first. So, nah. Good morning, ACR. Good morning, Covert. Good morning, Justin Lark. Good morning, Cajun. Good morning, TMT. Good morning, Brother Lawfully. Good morning, all you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Oh, mercy, 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 mercy. Burritos. I could go for a good burrito, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We're going to have to go down to the local Mexican joint we got. Oh, muy bonita. Amazing, amazing Mexican food there. If you're ever in Somerset, Pennsylvania, do not pass through here without going to Reyes Teca. Amazing home, like they make their chips and salsa, everything's like fresh, homemade. Oh, you can taste the difference. I'd put their restaurant quality there with like the good taco truck stuff. And ACR has a good taco truck. But anyway, here to just shoot the breeze for a little bit, hang out a little bit, and yeah, got my tactical multicam cat back here. She's hanging out for a bit. Oh yeah, I've been talking to him when he's at the taco truck, and like, later, Charms. Tacticat actually has a name. Her name is Charmy, short for Lucky Charms. Charmer, Charmander, Commander Charmander. But she does get called Tacticat quite often. But yes, I am like Lawfully. I do love my good burritos. The only thing better than a good burrito is a good quesadilla, in my opinion. And if y'all haven't got one, get on Amazon and buy the Crimpet. The Crimpet is this clamshell folding thing. It's got little ridges around the edge of it. Come in two different sizes. One's really small for making like little like toaster pastry kind of things with tortillas. And then there's the bigger ones. You got to use the bigger burrito, 10-inch burrito tortillas. Lay that out, put your filling in, like wet it around the edge a little bit with your finger with some water, push it over, crimp it down, throw it on your flat iron. Oh my God. You make anything in those crimpets. ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, mountain pies, pizza pockets, you name it. You can make them in those crimpets. They are life changing. Life changing. Ken Corso, rugged. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, quesadillas are amazing. I make homemade queso sauce, and oh, yeah. Uh, reason number 762 why Metal still has a gut, no matter how much he works out. I love food. I love my food. So, yeah, I recorded a podcast before I jumped on here. Should be up on Spotify here in the next little bit. Already edited and uploaded, and it'll be there when it's there. Make sure you're subscribed over there on the Spotify. Links here on this channel's stuff. And yeah, I haven't done one in a bit. There's 66 plus episodes already there. So tons of listening enjoyment there for your ear holes to bless them or curse them, either way. Just recorded a 67th, not numbering it, just calling it, and here we go. The whole Joker thing. Because I think we're at that point with everything that's going on. We have the rise of Tifa now. They have been labeled at, here's something I'm glad TMT and some of the guys are in here, because we had this thing, this bravado that we wanted to have good old Tifa just snuffed out. We wanted to have them smashed on, right? And they were labeled as a bad guy organization, right? I may slip up and say the word, but I'm saying bad guy organization. Y'all should know what I mean, with the T instead of the bad guy. So they're labeled as a bad guy organization. There's a real slippery slope in there with that, because we all know that the Tifas are going to do what the Tifas are going to do any chance they get. So with them rising up right now and doing what they do, okay, we have that bad guy organization doing things here on our soil. The last time we had a bad guy organization, as I air quote, do something on US soil like that, what followed? Patriot Act. Patriot Act followed right after the last time a bad guy organization did something here on our soil. A lot of bad came from that. But in the interim, there's also plenty more bad that can come from them labeling them a bad guy organization. Because there's certain things that the little g can now do because there is a bad guy organization doing things on our soil. So, exactly, Ken Corso, restriction of freedom. All the infringements and stuff and Bill of Rights getting smashed, and that document they like to wipe their butt with thrown to the side for the sake of draconian measures and whatnot. Yeah, that's what can happen just from the Tifas doing what Tifas do. So something to roll around the mind brain and think about. Okay. Oh, mercy sakes alive. Was doing stuff here and moving stuff around, and I'm like, hey, I was gonna put in a dip, but I set my freaking bottle over there. Couldn't reach it. Oh, mercy. So all you guys are having a great morning. Lawfully down to 203, man. 203 and a half. That's awesome. Way to go, dude. Way to go, man. Covert, thanks for dropping that, brother. I appreciate that. It is about sucking the world dry, Kenny Corso. It totally is. I was on my dropping weight goal journey, I'll say. Went from 206, got down to like 181 right before Christmas. And I didn't eat a lot, which is what's really insane, is I didn't eat a lot and I didn't eat anything really bad. Like I had a couple pieces of pie here or there and stuff, nothing dramatic like I'd normally eat an entire pumpkin pie. I'd eat an entire thing of cookies, whatever. I didn't do much of that. But I still ended up gaining like 4 pounds back. So now I'm pushing it off. So literally talking heads about foreign nations that want to limit the First Amendment rights. Yeah, and there's tons of that going on right now too. So I thought this whole thing about them being labeled as a bad guy organization here a little while back is now coming. They're emerging with all this Minnesota stuff, and we're seeing stuff popping up here in Philadelphia, or as we like to say, West Jersey. Um, we don't really claim Philadelphia here in PA. We just kind of say it's West Jersey. That's part of New Jersey. It's not really Pennsylvania anymore. Um, yeah, we are seeing stuff popping up. We're seeing stuff happening with this bad guy organization. I think we're going to see more popping up. And when it happens on the digital platforms, we're going to see that we saw before. And I think we're also going to end up seeing something being called for here on our soil because of said Tifa. Just because of how they classified them, because they know the Tifas are going to teef. They know the Tifas are going to teef. It's going to happen. They're going to do it. They just need a reason. Give them the slightest little reason to teef, and they're going to teef. That's just how it goes. It's just how it goes, y'all. Ugh. Got some tightness, like getting a pain in the forearm here today. I was doing some stuff this morning, working out, and I'm like, I did forearms, and I'm like, it's sore, just sore. Ugh. Take a nice hot shower, maybe a bit of whiskey later. I am taking, as I said in the beginning, going down to my brother's place, spend some time with the family down there. Haven't seen him in a bit, and I'm taking him and my nephew, who is well over 21, and one of my best friends, taking them one of the double fog monsters to try. And we're taking a nice bottle of Pinkataba to pair with dinner. Good wine there. So it should be interesting. Gonna possibly get on the microphone and sing some karaoke's. Have some fun. It's nice to have fun every once in a while. Let go, not be caught up in the stuff. Take a little bit of a break, and looking to doing that. Okay, awesome, awesome, Ken Corso. And oh my word, here comes the influx of pictures of our daughter in the dresses. Oh boy. Oh boy. And yeah, maybe seeing a Saturday Night Live with ACR. Make sure you guys tune into that. And yes, they will definitely love the Double Fog Monster. Um, I think my nephew will like it. I think my buddy Kevin will like it. I'm not quite sure if my brother is going to be into it or not. He doesn't really get into the beers like I do. Kevin gets into the beers. Pilgrim, good to see you, sir. Um, yeah, I think my nephew will be about it. I think my brother might be kind of, it's okay, but I think Kevin's probably gonna like it. I do not, Andrew. I do not need to see you in a dress. I envision a thicker Chaz Bono, Corporal Klinger kind of vibe there, and that's just not something I want to. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. Love you, just don't want to see that. So yeah, I'm not going to go too long here. Just wanted to basically pop in and say, hey, podcast is out. ACNR and I haven't really talked about any Whiskey Wednesdays or any Frisky Fridays or anything on the horizon. Um, Maybe just some random me popping in here. I'm using the Riverside studio since I was already in here doing the podcast to stream this. Not really trying to get over zealous and going through the YouTubes and everything because I would much rather just come in and do the stuff. So, yeah. Where are we at here? Looking through this stuff real quick. Bad Dream, good to see you, brother. Hope you had a good workout in this morning. Clinger head style. Yeah. there's ACR. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard. Speaking of cigars, got my desk cigar cutter here. One of these days I'm gonna have to fire up cigar. Daughter got me one for Father's Day this past year, and I got it up in the humidor, and I want to smoke it, but I have yet. Probably because I have to disconnect that thing to be able to have a cigar in here. But beyond cigars, I think I've made the decision. Yeah, I chew. I'll smoke a cigar occasionally, but I've kind of leaned into the thing that I'm thinking I'm gonna get one of those. What is it? The church warden pipes, like the long stem pipes. I know my boy Well Done Homestead, he'll smoke pipe and stuff like that. I'm thinking about getting one of those long freaking stem, like Lord of the Rings style church wardens that I like hold it out here to like light it and smoke it. Yeah, I'm kind of there with that. I'm really thinking I'm gonna start smoking a church warden pipe and probably get into like cherry vanilla tobaccos and stuff like that. And I'm thinking I might end up getting there. Because I mean I am a grandfather after all. And I have another daughter that's going to be getting married and having more grandkids at some point here in the next couple years. So, just saying, I'm pops. I'm not grandpa. I'm not pappy. I'm pops. Pops has to be cooler than the rest, yo. He's got to have like that church warden, Lord of the Rings. I'm already getting the white beard coming in. You know, have that Gandalf vibe. Hey, Lawfully, have a great one, my friend. We'll catch you on the flip side, dude. Sherlock Holmes, he has like a shorter pipe. I've seen him with the shorter pipes. I'm going for like the Lord of the Rings, like 26-inch stem, like big old pipe. Yeah. Oh boy, I got another picture. I'm trying not to reply to the wife until after I get the pictures. I'm that. I don't want to comment yet. And you guys are seeing this, and this is recorded on the interwebs. I don't want to comment just yet. I want to. Sometimes we have to and listen and watch, taking that step back. That's what I'm doing currently. Pilgrim is also a grandfather, 2 years now. This later this month, it will be 3 years with Squish, and yeah, and it's not even a full year yet with Punky. So they show up when they show up. Thank you, Pilgrim. Big pipes and cannot lie. Well, if that were if we were doing the right stream, you would see this popping up on the screen. Yeah. But it's just me today. Oh, right, right. KP with his no fruity tobacco trend. Right, I hear you. God for God forbid a man enjoy something with some flavor. Grizzly Warrior, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Um, yeah, setting this up in my individual lives. I'm gonna roll 'em like I do the podcast with the intro music and stuff, and kick in the cam, and fade out and stuff. Because I'm not doing the recorded intros and stuff on any videos. I'm not really doing videos or anything anymore. But yeah, I'm doing a podcast style live here today. Um, Make sure you go hitting that up. Covert through the link to the podcast out there. Or Order 66 was my last actual technical episode of the podcast, but I just did one today impromptu with different stuff going on. It's only like a 46-minute one. I didn't go deep into the woods on it, deep into the paint. Just throwing out information people should probably be aware of. ACR actually helped contribute to that podcast. So anyway, make sure you go and checking that out. Deeper the pipe. Well, that all depends on the drill you're using. That all depends on the driller. Can't drink water. There's water. Right? True story. Thank you again, Covert. Appreciate that, sir. I knew you had it on tap. That's why I figured I'd mention that. Had it right there ready to go. And yeah, I was drinking my coffee out of the Lowe's bucket this morning. Wife got me this for Christmas because I love my blue Lowe's buckets. They come in handy for all kinds of stuff. If you don't have 5-gallon buckets around with lids, make sure you get some. Harbor Freight and Lowe's, best buckets. If they had a Harbor Freight bucket mug, I would probably have one of those too. Love my buckets from Lowe's and Harbor Freight. Red for one thing, blue for the other. Easy to identify things. You're right. It's not about the size of the drill, it's what you can do with it. Quarter-inch impacts, they do their job really well. Same as those half-inch freaking air impacts. Just saying. Just make sure whenever you're going to drill, you're not using a wobble socket unless you need to use a wobble socket. Just saying. Oh, man. Oh, Tractor Supply also has the buckets on sale. Jacob 2A, good to see you, buddy. Tractor Supply has them on sale. Good to know. And also that they have food grade buckets. I don't have anything food grade in my red and blue buckets, but good to know that. Good to know. Uh, Wobbled for her pleasure. The demo hammer. Oh yeah. I like using the demo hammers. Tell you what, those breech tools, the Halligans, they make amazing demo hammers. They really do. Drill baby drill. Drill baby drill. Yeah, drill. What happened to the Keystone XL? Where'd it go? Oh well. So I figured I'd jump in here for a little bit and say hey to you guys on a Saturday morning. ACR said he might be doing a Saturday night live. I'm guessing it will probably be Firesider on the back porch, and there may be a tiki guy involved. We all have our little little wingmen for our individual lives. Like I get Tacticat. He has Tiki Guy and Stella. I mean, I guess I could say my cowl is kind of like my Tiki Guy, and Tacticat is like Stella. Which meme were you picturing, Covert? I about need a new spitter here. I about tap that thing out. And since I'm not sticking around, I'm not, it's only 10A here. So I'm not getting into the beer. You did not hear a beer crack. You heard that Dr. Pepper. That's it, Dr. Pepper. Keeping it. Oh, the dancing Trump meme. Gotcha. Um, no, just Dr. Pepper. I'm not getting into that until later, but I'm not getting too into it because I'm gonna have an hour drive home up through the mountains and such, and having to watch for deer and all that kind of stuff. So just hitting the sody pop for now. I'll have one here and there. I like my Dr. Peppers. Dancing Trump meme is why he can't sleep at night. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Of all the sodas, I lean more into Dr. Pepper and lean more into like the RC Cola. Those are my two bad habits when it comes to soda. Like my Dr. Pepper and like my RC Cola. I did find out. I did not get to tell ACR this, so he's hearing this firsthand too. Stopped into our state store last evening where I pick up my libations. Um, grabbed the bottle of the staple whiskey of the house. Um, grabbed a bottle of the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. Grabbed a wine for tonight, and I asked the lady behind the counter. I said, "Hey, I was talking with my buddy Bill here about Buffalo Trace, and he said they had this bourbon cream, so I started getting that. You guys can get Buffalo Trace now in the bourbon cream. You should be able to get regular Buffalo Trace." And she said, "We did get Buffalo Trace." I'm like, "Wait, what? How come I was not informed of this?" And apparently they had multiple cases and they were selling it 29 bucks a bottle, limit of 2. It sold out like within the first couple hours. So they are getting Buffalo Trace at my state store now, but it's we're not going to see more of it for like about another 3 months, unfortunately. They do have another bourbon made by Buffalo Trace called Travelers. They do have that, and it's a little bit more. It's like 10 bucks more a bottle, but they do have that. So if they get Buffalo Trace back in, I will have that on one of our Frisky Fridays or Whiskey Wednesdays. If not, I am going to pick up a bottle of that Travelers here eventually and have that here just for that. Yep. Bad Dream, aka Dr. Pekka. Yeah, and if you do have to mix your whiskey, that is shitty whiskey. I will say I do have shitty whiskey here at the house for mixing because I like to have a shitty whiskey mixed drink every once in a while. It's not a go-to. It's a once in a while you just want to slum it, you just like, rough and tumble, out having a fire or something. Something's going on, just whatever. Sometimes you just want to slum it. Rather than smoking a good cigar, you're smoking a freaking Swisser Sweet or something, or a White Owl or something like that. I've thought about going and grabbing a freaking 40 OE once in a while or something, just because you want to slum every once in a while when it comes to the beverages and the tobaccos and stuff like that. I don't chew high end freaking tobacco. I chew freaking Timberwolf. I don't care. Does the same thing as the other stuff, and I pay a lot less. But When it comes to the alcohols, I like quality at a budget price. Occasionally, occasionally you gotta slum it. Just, you know, be mindful of your roots, you know? Johnny Depp, Garth Brooks, and Dr. Pecker. Are we putting together a band like Magic Mike or something here? Traveling Hog Show. Pilgrim, Crown Royal on the grand scheme of things, it's okay. It's okay, but it has a more premium price for what it is. There's stuff out there that's far better that is cheaper than Crown Royal. And I'm sure ACR will attest to that, as will Covert. There's better stuff that is cheaper than Crown Royal. I do have a thing for some flavored whiskeys and stuff. I am going to be buying a bottle of the Crown Blackberry, or not the Crown Blackberry, the Jack Daniels Blackberry, because I want to try that. I like blackberry stuff. One of my favorite. I'm a smack my peepee, hate me, whatever. One of my things I do like is energy drinks. I do like the taste of them. I drink my Red Bulls, I drink my Monsters, not like I used to. I used to drink 7 or 8 of those freaking things a day. I drink 1 a day now. Sometimes. Work week, yes, weekends not so much. But that blackberry monster, the Viking one. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, it's a Viking blackberry monster. That thing is freaking delicious. I love blackberry stuff. Grew up drinking blackberry tea and stuff like that. So I want to get that blackberry Jack Daniels, and I want to try it straight, and I want to try it in a couple different mixers that I think it might be really freaking good in. Pop some lemonade, do some stuff like that. I still got to grab that blackberry brandy to try that too. Curry. Yeah, that's highway robbery rugged. I mean, Buffalo Trace is really good. It's solid, but for $60, I mean, for the big bottles, like the big Mama Jammas, I could understand that. But like the regular size bottles for 60, F every bit of that. $25, that's like right on par with like the 29 here, which that's a pretty good price. I see it go. I've seen it whenever I've been to places and seen it around our region, like the ATF down closer to Grit and Grace here. Um, they had it for like 35 at one point, but yeah, definitely going to be mixing it with lemonade. Also, I'm gonna stomach it. I'm gonna deal with it. I hate to say this. I'm going to make some homemade iced tea and sweet tea and put the blackberry jack in the sweet tea so I can try that. I'm not going to drink a lot of it. I'm only making a little bit of it because I don't want to affect any kind of kidney stones or anything like that. Absolutely, Grizzly. Couldn't agree more about the coffee. Covert, I will catch you later on, brother. I don't know if you're still here, Covert, but I was talking with our boy Marauder this morning a bit, and I'll catch up with you about that conversation later, um, about the whole meetup with Stooges and stuff. So we'll be talking, brother. A French press. I don't have anything fancy like a French press. I have my Keurig. I can make a pot or make the K cups, right? And next to that in the coffee station, my daughter ended up getting this like fancy ass like $450 espresso machine that grinds the beans and does the steaming and all that stuff. She ended up getting this $450 espresso maker for like $100 on clearance. That's her baby. I've had coffee out of that thing like 3 times that the wife's made me an espresso out of it. But I've never done a French press. I've myself, I've had it from coffee from a French press, and I thought it was great. I just don't have one and haven't made it myself. So in the next year, I'm looking at getting one of those so I can become familiar with it because I hear it's out of this world on the regular. I've tried it, like I said, a couple times, but I've never done it myself. And generally, when you do it yourself, it ends up tasting better anyway. Low acid, very good. I can make coffee if the power's out with a French press. Yes, heat up the water, pour it in. I get it. Yep. But I can also make coffee a lot of ways if power's out without. Yeah, I have so much freaking field coffee. It's insane. I literally have buckets of field coffee, aka instant, to get me through such times. Yeah, I have bricks of espresso, bricks of good coffees, bricks of crappy coffee. Not necessarily crappy, but not high end sought out. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got to look at this. I got to reply to the wife. She said yes to address. She said yes to address. That is awesome. I told you guys I was going to keep my mouth shut until, well, there it is. She's holding the sign, said yes to the dress. So we got it. Justin Lark, we'll catch you later, brother. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up because she said yes to the dress. That means they're going to be starting to wrap things up down there and coming home. So my happy ass got to get in the shower, shave up the head, get all looking somewhat normal. And yeah. Yeah, Andrew, I'll send you a picture, brother. When yes to undress. Bad dream. That ain't gonna come and the wife ain't gonna say yes to undress until after we get back from my brother's. So hopefully I can call it an early night and come home and you know, do the things. Do some training. Do some training. And it won't be dry fire. Oh shoot. She did not say yes to you in the dress. She said yes to her dress. So, all right, guys, I am going to wrap this up and touch base with the girl squad down there doing their things, get myself moving, and later on go play around with that hellion a bit, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So stay tuned for all that. And you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep training, keep doing the things, keep your eyes open, keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention. Pay attention because we're going through some like stupid stuff right now, domestically, globally, all around us. So just keep prepared, keep watching, keep doing the things we do. Stay in touch. We'll be seeing you here. Make sure you got that bell hit for all notifications, and whenever any of us dummies put something up, you can tune in and watch it, get some info, and yeah, guys. Till next time, metal out.